Thanks for cooking with Tammy. Today I'm going to show you how to make braised smothered chicken. When it comes down to smothering or braising, it's simply a combination method that uses both searing at a high temperature and then finishing off in a covered pot at a lower temperature with added liquid, creating gravy. So without further ado, let's put this delicious smothered chicken with gravy recipe together. For this recipe, we'll need 1 cup diced onions, fresh cracked ground black pepper to taste, 3 cups of low sodium chicken stock, a half a tablespoon of kosher salt to taste, half tablespoon smoked paprika, a half tablespoon of butter, as well as a half tablespoon of dried oregano, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, half a tablespoon of fresh or dried rosemary, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons tomato sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of fresh or dried thyme, and 1/4 teaspoon of low sodium chicken bouillon powder, and last but not least, 4 chicken quarters. Leaving the skin on, I'm going to season the chicken with kosher salt, ground black pepper, and smoked paprika, both front and back. Because we want this chicken to have tons of flavor, flipping the chicken over onto the other side, we're going to repeat the seasoning process. Using a large crock pot and adding about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now that the oil is heated, we're going to add the chicken skin side down to the pot. Now that the chicken has browned on both sides, I'm going to take the chicken out and set it aside. I know the chicken looks really delicious at this point, but it's only halfway cooked. So, using the same pot with the rendered chicken fat, I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of butter, along with the onions. I'm going to saute the onions until they become translucent. Giving everything a quick stir, adding a pinch of salt as well as all-purpose flour, continuously stirring, creating a gravy base or what's known as a roux. If the flour looks brown or even a little clumpy, that's okay because once we add the chicken stock, it's going to loosen everything up. Adding the tomato sauce, dried oregano, dried rosemary, and thyme. Adding the stock to loosen things up, and as you can see, the consistency of the sauce is now nice and smooth. Returning the chicken back to the pot, skin side up, along with 1/4 teaspoon of low sodium chicken bouillon powder, reducing the flame and covering with the lid. I'm going to allow the chicken to cook for 30 minutes, skin side up, before turning it over and allowing it to cook for an additional 30 minutes, skin side down, or until the chicken is tender and falling off of the bone. FYI guys, at the last stages of the cooking process, if you feel like the sauce has thickened up a little bit too much, be sure to add more stock to loosen up the gravy. Guys, I present to you our smothered chicken and gravy, or as some may say, braised chicken, but either way the flavors and texture and taste is absolutely delicious. I've decided to serve this dish with white rice and fresh string beans. As always guys, thanks for cooking with Tammy. Subscribe to stay updated, and most of all, enjoy.